You are using the computer audio, no kidding. Invite others. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just hosting others. Don't do that. Start video. Let's see if this is open to the meeting. Okay, there's Rita. Okay, there's me. There's iPad 2. Ask to unmute.
Hi, Susie.
Hi there. There you go.
Hi, Susie.
Hi there. Here I am.
What's going on?
Yeah. Well, it turns out that I forgot to
right,
send out the posting information.
Okay. All right, bye.
Susie, can you join the meeting? Oh, I'm on the phone talking.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Share the screen.
Hi.
Hi.
Since we're outside at my house, if it
Yes.
starts to rain, we're out of there.
Okay.
Hi, Susie's eyeballs.
Hi there. I didn't think I was hosting a meeting today, so here we go.
We don't have masks.
You should
Yeah,
join
so
in.
you guys don't have masks on, haha.
Yeah.
Meeting my lunch.
So, yeah, oh, okay, never mind, I won't ask
Here
you.
comes
Oh,
Susie.
there's Susie.
I'm gonna hang up the phone now.
I'm gonna actually be trying to write down, because I can't type while doing this. I'm gonna be writing notes. So,
Crap. You
Susie, you can unmute. Oh, she can't hear that. Oh, she can
June
hear that.
11th, right?
is that today?
Okay.
Okay,
Can you hear
you're-
me now?
Oh,
Yep, there you are.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and the two Christines are together?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow, how cute is that?
Outside.
I know, I love it.
it rains, I'm out of here, so.
Thank you,
Hi,
Susie.
We have to
Okay.
make this. Thank you, Susie.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself.
So let's go fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go fast. Okay, so Eric says I have to read something
Yep.
Okay.
that I don't know.
We're doing this meeting via Zoom.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Oh boy.
Following the governor's restrictions on public meetings, this meeting is being held virtually using Zoom for remote participation. The public may access it following the instructions on this meeting's agenda, posted on the town calendar here at mytowngovernment.org. So there you have it.
Great.
Yay.
Okay, so we are calling this meeting into order because Rita said we have to allocate funds.
Well,
that
if we want to, it has to be done before the end of the fiscal year.
Right.
So we have $750 remaining in our budget. And what we've done in previous years is that we have then applied those towards the programming that the library's doing kind of with us, so that we would co-sponsor some of the recreation classes this summer and possibly this fall.
Mhm.
With our remaining funds.
Right. So the classes that are happening virtually are being paid for through library?
Out of a grant.
Okay.
But Marianne wants to do more classes because she's figuring she's not going to be able to do anything in person this summer. So right now, I think the Zumba's going on. There are 2 strength training classes and a
Yoga.
yoga class, and she wants to add more.
When's the yoga? I don't even know about the yoga.
Today, 10 o'clock.
On Thursdays.
Thursday.
Yeah. Jeanette.
And who's doing that?
Jeanette.
Oh, Jeanette is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's and Kathy's doing a class too. I think that's Kathy is doing the 10 o'clock class.
So
unless
did
there's
she get
another
a
one.
grant because of the pandemic?
No, this was just
It's
previously, because she was planning on trying to keep classes going. And this is just,
Right, I remember. We got out of the class business, right?
we did, but we've supported her.
Uh-huh. We don't have to run them though.
Do you want paper?
No, I got all draft that's so ancient.
Or we can just turn the money back in, and not.
How much is it, Rita?
$750.
I think we should support her myself, but how do you guys feel? The
Yeah.
Christines?
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, if we don't have a better idea or another idea, then yeah, we should support the library programming, right?
How about Council on Aging?
Well, I think that they had excess money.
Okay.
And they're actually having the, they're supporting the classes too. So,
And they're getting good enrollment in those classes, from what I can tell.
yeah, they, I think
Great.
Jay's class is 16 or 18 people. The yoga class this morning was 12 or 14 people. I think so many people are doing it that they don't have to go up to the town hall because
Mm-hmm.
Right,
it's not
Yep.
like being home.
right.
So that would be, I'd like
Okay.
to make a motion that we use the $750 remaining.
How about Celebrate Shutesbury? That's going to be coming up in September. I mean, I don't know what that's going to look like, but
Because there's no real entity to transfer the money to.
Mm.
That's part of the problem. Like, they're not a nonprofit, they're not a municipal organization. And I think we could certainly, with our new allocation, we've asked for $1,000 starting July 1. So we could certainly put some money towards that.
okay.
All right, why don't we wait and see if it happens too?
Yeah. And I also think, we could be talking to the library about what other programming is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people will come up with some online classes that the library will want to, a writing class or, something that would be easy to do online.
Origami. Art class.
Really?
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I'm doing an online art class with John Valentine, who he's an 85-year-old in town who's now living at Rockridge, and he's very lonely because they don't let them go out and be with other seniors.
Yeah. So,
and I was thinking, oh, that might be my niche.
just sit home and teach classes.
Teach classes to the shut-ins at the nursing homes and
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. Okay, so that was one thing we had to do, and then Rita.
So I made a motion, but I didn't hear a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I second that.
Second.
And all those in favor? Aye.
Yay.
Farrell, you have to say your name. Farrell, aye.
Riley, I.
Okay.
Robinson,
Christine,
last name.
Margolin, I
So are you taking notes, Christine?
am.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So the other thing that we wanted to talk about was some funds for the community garden idea, right?
Yeah, I think because again, we don't have a source. We don't have anybody.
Oh, just ask the finance committee.
I'm
I
just
know you
saying,
people are.
all committees all the time now. That we.
Is this person officially at this meeting?
No, he's stealing my chocolate.
Is that we do that with our new money. So we'll
Okay.
have $1,000, and we'll still, I don't know how much we still have in our reserves, but I'll check and see if I can find that somewhere. That would be a great use for our
What'd she say to do it with? To do with it?
for our next year
Community garden next year.
when COVID isn't such a problem.
Right. But people being outside and gardening, I think, is a really good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I see them in Pelham when I go walk on Meeting
Yeah.
House Road with the
Yeah.
dog.
Oh, I do too. I
Yeah.
just did that yesterday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice.
It's a great place to walk.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And people are
They
always there.
have big
gardening.
high fences around those gardens. Like they put some
Yeah.
money into that garden.
Yeah.
They put in deer fence, I think. Keep the
Huh.
deer.
Yeah, I bet the deers. do get in there. I was just looking to see if I could see how much
Huge
we
turkeys.
had in our
The minute
revolving
we're
fund.
done planting.
So what do you do?
He says he's gonna go out of his gun.
Hire Mia, she'll help him.
Yeah.
Make sure they're doing
She's looking for the money in the
She's
reserve.
looking for money.
Yeah. I
It's her
don't.
lifelong pursuit.
that. Can we all go on vacation?
That's why she's running for select board. She's running for select board
Okay.
because it pays so well.
Yeah. So this is good. I think we have about $1,065 left in our revolving account. And then if we get what we asked for, it's another 1,000. So that would give us $2,065, which would be
That
great.
would be great because putting in, gardens would be expensive to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would be.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now, are there going to be people that want to take that money away from us? Eric says yes in the background.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, there are people in town who want to have, nothing be funded, basically.
Right.
And will they look at, our measly $1,000 and say, no,
They
that's
might like the increase, the $250 increase, but the,
right. Yeah. And they might say, well, what are they doing with that? What do we need?
right.
that
We
for?
don't want to do the gardens.
Right. But they'll say, well, that's a dumb idea. People have gardens in their backyard. I'm just being, trying
Yeah.
I don't think it will get, I think there are bigger fish to fry than us.
to, okay.
They're putting
Remember-
gas in Lexuses, I know.
What's it
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
Okay. So we shouldn't worry about that then. I was just thinking if we could, should we go buy materials now and store them?
I don't know where we, yeah,
Mm.
So,
that's the problem. It's like if we bought stuff now, where would we put it?
right.
There's nowhere to store it in the town hall.
No, we'd be talking about like doing raised beds and we'd have
So
to
the
get,
wood and the,
wood and framing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, just a thought, if we, I guess we would be then really committed to using it and maybe that wouldn't happen too. So maybe we need to wait on the,
Mm.
the other thing I was going to say is that if Rita gets elected to select board, we lose Rita, which will be devastating to our important committee.
Oh, look at Rita, yeah.
But Elaine Palaio said she was interested in joining.
Yeah, and Elizabeth had indicated she would come back.
Oh, she did?
So we need 2 people.
Yeah.
She indicated that to me just before she went to Puerto Rico.
Right. The only
So-
problem, Elizabeth, is she's gone for half the year. So
Yeah, it's true.
when you want somebody, if we're going to do gardens, we need somebody who's going to be here, I think.
That's true. Yeah.
The other person, Elaine, also has a new person who's moved to town who's really interested in gardens. And Elaine is an incredible vegetable gardener, and this woman is a gardener too, and she wanted to join us if we were going to do gardens.
Oh,
So,
great.
Mm.
What was that?
her name's Barbara something, I don't remember. I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought before I gave her any more information about the committee. And
Yeah.
we need another person, and she's a garden. If we were going to do the garden, she was really excited about that
Yeah.
idea. And
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
she's new to town. She wanted to meet people, and
Mm. Good.
I mean, Elizabeth's great, but I don't think she would be much help in Puerto Rico if we're going to do
Yeah.
gardens. Because she just got
Sure.
back like a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of the work of a garden would happen in the winter. We'd be planning it and,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she wasn't, it wasn't a commitment.
Right.
She just had sort of said, I might be willing to come back on.
right. I thought
When
she
I'm
was really
done.
involved in the Council on Aging.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
And village neighbors.
Village neighbors, right.
Yeah.
I think, and I think people just need to submit their names to the
Yeah.
select board. If they're-
Right. I just wanted to make sure it was okay with you guys. I didn't want to
Yeah.
say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Now,
Submit
remember
their
Jen? Jen,
Oh, yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
So nice.
She had some really good ideas about family-oriented winter carnival,
Yes, she did.
you know, something on that idea.
Yeah, we liked her ideas.
Yeah,
So
I mean, so she
incorporating-
could submit her name too, and then we could
Yeah.
just sort of see. Give
Right.
Christine,
It just, it seems like every time I called her and reached out to her, she was dealing with,
tough time. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuff going on, and I don't think she really is ready to commit to it.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like. She might
But we
be
could
over.
invite her. We could invite her to come to some meetings. I mean, that would be great.
So you want me to call her again?
Just see if she wants to be on the committee or she would just want to be like an ad hoc member who comes, you know, like a person who will come and talk to us about her ideas.
Okay.
Right. Sounds good.
Okay.
That'd be
I'll
All
call
right.
her.
So I'll get in touch with that woman, Barbara, and tell her, you know, submit her name.
Yep.
And she does that, just goes up to town hall, or can she do it?
I think she just sends it to
remotely.
the, I think
Okay.
she can do it via email,
Okay.
At the moment.
probably with a copy to Susie.
Uh-huh.
Has anybody talked to Dan, the chief of police, in regard to that class that he said he had someone in mind to do it? The RAD class?
I think it
As
was
I'm-
the expense, wasn't it, Christine? Wasn't it going to be pretty expensive?
That was way back when I had spoken to, why can't I can see her face, our female police officer.
Oh, yeah.
That was way back when. And he wanted to come to one of our meetings. Do you remember? And he said, Beezy, I think he asked to have an email.
Yes, he did.
And then nothing ever transpired. He never showed up. And nothing has been said about it. And now we have another female. Her name is Kristen. I just met her like yesterday for the first time. Very nice.
Uh-huh.
Well,
New.
that would be great. We should invite them to come to a meeting.
She's young. She's a young female cop.
Cops need all the help they can get these days.
She's young. She
They're going to
looks
be on their best
30s,
behavior.
40s. So should I
lucky.
ask her when I see her to come to a meeting, or should
Sure. I
we-
mean, what do we want to do about meetings? I mean,
Do you want to meet during the summer?
do we want to meet during the summer? Yeah, question. Or wait till the fall when we see what?
Do we need to meet in the summer?
Not really. I don't think we did last year, did we?
I don't think so. I don't remember though.
Okay.
I don't actually
Oh,
remember.
actually, I could look back. Hello?
I mean, if we have something to do,
Right.
Then
Why don't you leave
meet.
it open and then see
Yeah.
if there's something?
okay.
But if we're inviting these people to come join our committee, maybe by September, we'd know who's interested and
Mhm.
I have notes. We got together July 17th
oh, wow.
of
Okay.
2019, August, June 5th. That's when we were meeting with our trail committee people.
Right.
Right. That's right.
I
Which
mean, yeah,
we
if we have
sort
a
of-
reason to meet, we'll meet. But
Right.
if we don't-
I mean, the trail thing seems like everybody's out walking, going on trails,
yeah.
Yes.
but they don't want to do it with a crowd of people. So,
Right.
Right.
um,
And ticks are bad.
I was thinking more the human tick, the human virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think there's any point in us organizing any trail, you know, adventures
Right. Yeah.
at this point. All right. So should I set up a meeting for September sometime?
Great. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. And we'll just see what happens with new people. So we're asking 2 people, Jen and this woman Barbara, and anybody else? Anybody know anybody else who might?
Be interested? I don't know.
I don't know anybody.
Oh, Elaine is the other person, because if you get elected,
Mhm. So that means you are going to leave, Rita, if you get elected?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have put your sign up.
Oh, Rita didn't want me to have one of
Visit.
her signs because she said there isn't enough foot traffic on Leonard Road. And then guess who came by
No way.
and asked me to put up a sign?
No way.
Yes. And I said, oh, I'm friends with Rita. And you know what he said? He said, that's okay, so am I.
Liar.
oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really, I was so uncomfortable.
Well, is he going around knocking on everybody's doors, asking them?
I
to put up
guess
some-
because all of a sudden there's signs of his right around here.
Mhm.
There hadn't been any.
Exactly. I told Rita.
Yeah.
Some were handmade, and then he got professional ones, and he has to put them like right across the street from hers, or
Yeah.
He said somebody told him to come to us, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, "Oh my god!"
What was that?
I feel like a good sign about us. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
I
That's
don't
What
good.
was,
know this man. I don't know
You
him,
don't want him.
so he
He's an
could be
asshole.
like, the nicest person. I don't
No,
know
he's
him.
not. He's an asshole.
I don't, but I just
He's
don't want
not.
to appear to be saying something negative when
No,
I
he
don't
is.
even know the guy.
Go to a meeting and you'll meet
go
him.
to a meeting, you'll get a sense of who he is.
Mhm.
Not a nice person to
Mm.
have be running a town, you know.
Oh God.
Trump's brother.
Well, we're going to
Trump.
be in Trump's brother. Oh God. Well, we're in Rita's pocket. She gets elected. We have all
I just want
back
to remind
to the
everybody that this
meeting.
meeting is being recorded.
Oh gosh.
Shit.
No,
For real? Oh, shit.
I didn't think of her.
No one will
Get her
watch
outta
it
here.
though.
Get her out of
No
here.
one will watch.
Look at
Oh,
Rita.
I was just,
I'm not worried.
I was just rehearsing my play. It's called Town Hall.
Good one, Christine.
All right, so we went over the money, we went over new members, and was there anything else that we had to?
And then
September
the garden
meeting.
stuff in the fall. I think that
Okay.
really, like, the planning needs to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
And I do have that woman's name who organized the Pelham Gardens. I just never followed up with her because everything kind of fell apart.
Yeah. Well, I've been walking there a lot, so I've seen them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, but like to find out how they got organized and how they run
Right.
it.
Yeah, I'd like.
Yeah.
Is
It'd
that
be
on
nice to
Meeting
have her
House?
maybe
That
talk
walk
to
down
us.
there?
Yeah.
I want to go down there sometime.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And I think it is sort of realistic to think about it starting. We could start working on it in the fall to
Yeah.
have it happen in the spring.
Yeah.
And I don't know about now that we have a friend in high places, how it works to put it, to take public land like behind the town hall and make it into. I don't know what you have to do. I'm sure you have to do something,
Mhm.
We'll see if she remembers the little people.
monumental about, Yeah. All right.
So
Okay.
September,
September
What-
meeting, I'll set one up. I'll let you know some dates.
Okay.
Possibly.
do you guys
And
want to
you're
look at
gonna-
a calendar?
You're going to get in touch with Jen, see if she's interested, and I'll get in touch with
Yes.
Elaine and Barbara.
Great.
And so that's sort of our goal then, is to work
You know
on the
when school
garden.
starts. Can we do the meeting after school starts? What, September?
If
Sure.
school starts, it'll be like, for me, it'll be the end of, for her, it'll be the end of August, but who knows? We don't even know
I
what's going
thought
to
I
happen.
said in
Did
September.
you see what Springfield's doing for schools? It was in the paper today.
No,
No.
I
I
haven't
thought
read
it was
it.
really interesting. All the kids are going to go back, but they're going to rotate the
Mm.
older kids. All the little kids will go to school every day. The older kids will rotate. Some will be at home on Zoom, doing remote classrooms, and half the week they'll be in school, half the week they'll be at home.
Mm.
And because they want to use the classrooms for the elementary kids. And I heard
Mm.
this was true in Frontier too, in that school district. They're gonna, the older kids are gonna be home doing remote learning the whole fall. The younger kids are going to be, elementary kids go back and they spread them out so that there are only 10 kids in a classroom.
That's what the state
And-
Department of
do
Education was
that.
saying. There could only be 10 kids in each classroom, which
Right.
is
And then they put them in the high school, they put them in the middle school, and the high school they fill up with elementary kids.
Yeah.
And
where
then
do
I
they
feel
find
like
all the teachers?
Well, teachers are certified often to teach more than what they're teaching. So in other words, special ed teachers are certified to be a classroom teacher for upper elementary kids, or a preschool special ed teacher might be certified to teach kindergarten and first grade. Or
Right.
Now, you
They
leave
think.
your kids alone? You leave your kids alone while you're at work?
teenagers, they're saying that's fine. That's why
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of teenagers weren't getting any, weren't able to do remote learning because they were taking care of younger siblings.
Oh.
So their rationale is that the older kids really didn't get much school done since March because they were being babysitting. They were babysitting. And so now they want them to have time to, be at home. And I think they'll just be on video games, but I don't know.
How about middle school? Easy.
Same thing with middle school. This is what they're doing in Springfield, is middle schoolers and high schoolers do every other day or something. One day they go to school, the next day they stay home. And
So I'm supposed to leave this kid home all day by
We don't
herself?
know. We don't know what's
We
going
don't
on in
know.
Amherst. I don't know what Amherst is talking about.
Amherst hasn't decided because my daughter's on one of the committees. They've divided up teachers and administrators on these committees. There's a committee figuring out what they'll do if they go back. There's a committee figuring out what they'll do if they don't go back. There's a committee figuring out what if the high school goes back or the elementary goes back and they have like 4 different committees. Ella's on the committee trying to figure out what do they do if they go back and how will they, have everything cleaned. And one of the teachers on her committee figured out that if they wipe down every surface between classes in a day, they'd go through 5,000 wipes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And how much time is that going to take?
Yeah, exactly.
And
I know.
who's going to do all this?
Yeah.
Right, the teachers,
Really
of course.
crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. I have one who's gonna have her senior year, of high school, and
Yeah.
one who's supposed to go back to college, and they're asking her not to come till January. She's supposed to be a junior, come in January and basically stays till she graduates.
Oh my
Like, we
God.
basically not come home except for a couple of weeks for 2 years till she
Wow.
graduates.
Wow.
She's freaking out. It's just horrible. It's like,
Yeah,
anyway.
I know. I mean, I heard that some big schools colleges were having the kids come back August 1st,
Mhm.
and they can't go home until
Thanksgiving.
till Thanksgiving.
And
Right.
then they're home.
And then they go home and then they can't come back. Then they,
Her school is doing that, but they're only doing it for certain years because she's going to be a
Oh.
junior. So they have a different plan for juniors.
Oh. What
Oh my
school
God.
is it, Christine?
Oberlin in
Oh, yeah.
Ohio,
Yeah.
Wow, that seems sort of crazy.
it is. But,
Aye.
everybody's trying to figure out a way to deal with this. I don't blame
I
them,
know.
but it's like,
Well, my niece in Northampton, she graduated last weekend, and Northampton did a really crappy job with their graduation ceremony. I mean, they said it was like a joke. It was so pathetic. They didn't even have the diplomas written out. They
oh,
gave
my
them
God.
empty diploma case. And
Oh.
Amherst did a fantastic job. Everyone was saying they did a really great thing
oh,
for the
great.
kids. But we felt so bad for Maeve. We gave her we did like a whole reenactment of graduation. Her brother's yard. We played pomp and circumstance and we did the whole thing. But she missed her whole senior year. She missed her prom. She missed her,
Yeah.
Graduation, the senior trips, the senior,
Yeah.
everything you look forward to as a,
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Of
And
course.
she got into a couple colleges and she decided to defer.
Take a
for
year
Yeah.
off.
year.
Yeah.
That's a
she had
good
already
idea.
It is, and she already had her plan in place, so she got okayed, but a lot of kids wanted to defer, but they didn't get okayed because they didn't really have a plan.
Yeah,
But Mae was pretty organized and she had her plan together, so they let her do it. So
Great.
that's good.
Cool.
yeah, although she has to stay home for another year with her dad, so we'll see what happens
You can
after.
stay at your house.
Yeah, there you go.
No, we live too far out in the woods. Teenagers don't want to be out here.
All right, guys. I've been
All
on
right, thanks everybody.
Okay,
a long time.
bye.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks
Vote.
for making
Everybody
this happen.
vote.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye. I don't know who this is.